Hi everyone! So today I am doing this affordable everyday fall look. I am using no prestigious brands. The closest I am using is just the Ulta brand. And everything else is very easily found at the drugstore. I hope you guys enjoy it and keep on watching. So to start this everyday fall look tutorial, I am going to start with my Neutrogena Healthy Skin Primer. Alright, now that we are all primed and ready, it is time for foundation. Alright, and the foundation I'm using is the Wet n Wild Photo Focused in Soft Ivory. Now what I like to do is take my beauty blender, take the tip, and just dot it all over my face. And then with our kabuki brush, I'm simply going to blend that in. Alright, now once that is all blended in, we need to have our concealer. I am using the CoverGirl Outlast All Day in the shade 180 Fair. You're going to take it and dot it on into a triangle, because if we just have this massive amount, there can be too much product. And also all that tugging creates wrinkles. Taking my cake and bake sponge. Alrighty, now that that is all blended in, we need to set that. I am taking the e.l.f. translucent powder. Just want to pour some into the lid. And with the other end of that, take it and cake it. And now that that is baking, we need to set our whole face. And while that is baking, we can do our brows. Alrighty, I am taking the CoverGirl Professional Brow and Eye Makers pencil in the shade 505 Midnight Brown. What you want to do is outline the bottom of your brow, and then the top, and then fill. Now that we have done our brows, it is time to dust off the excess powder on our face. Now we are ready to put some color in. I am taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in the shade Dulce de Leche. and taking the darker shade, I'm going to contour my face. Starting at your forehead is how I like to do it. Work with your temples because you want to create a 3. And then just go in here. And it's okay if it's a little messy, we can cut that a little bit later. And now with that same contouring shade, we are going to contour our nose. A little hack for you. You can take an eyeshadow brush and contour your nose that way. And once it's contoured, you just want to blend out any harshness. Now, taking the lighter shade, we are going back with our powder sponge, and we are going to cut our contour on our cheeks. And we let that bake for a little while. While that is baking, we are also going in with that same lighter shade and brightening up areas. Alrighty, so we are done with the contouring. Next, I am taking the CoverGirl Classic Colors blush in the shade 590 Soft Mink. And what I like to do is add just a little bit on my chin to give it some color, to make it look a little bit more natural and lifelike. Next, we are going in with our highlighter. I am using the NYX Illuminator in Ritualistic. And what I like to do is take my highlighting brush and just spray it a little bit with setting spray. It helps give it that little extra oomph. Can you see that highlight? This is definitely my favorite affordable highlighter, and pretty much one of my favorite highlighters overall. Now with that fluffy brush, we are going to wipe off that baking. Doesn't that look good? Okay, now we are going on to the eyes. Taking my Ulta eye primer in the Champagne. Just take a little bit on your fingers. Apply. Remember, it's always better to apply less than more because you can always add more. But it's really tough when you have too much. When you have too much, it has the opposite effect. And we want our shadow to stay in place. Taking the CoverGirl True Naked Nudes, I am going in with the shade Shell. The one thing I don't like about these is I wish I had a mirror. And that shade is to set and help transition the eyeliner. Let me fix my bangs here. Sometimes it's hard to do makeup with bangs because you gotta do your forehead. And they're right there, so you move them a little bit. Next, I'm taking the shade Fawn which is this light brown shade. Add that to my crease. I'll zoom you guys in a little bit. Okay, I think y'all can see me now. So tell me in the comments below, guys, what's your favorite part about fall? Me? I love the baking and the makeup. Either baking a pie or baking my face. Now we are going in with the next darker matte shade, which is Cocoa. Simply transitioning and warming up little by little. Next, on a smaller brush, we are taking the very last shade in the palette, which is Sable. Take a little bit on the lower lash line too. And now it's time to go in with our lid shade. Next, with a larger fluffy brush, we are going in with the shade Coffee, which is this one, which is sparkly. Now we are going in with the shade Mink, which is this one. We are going in with the shade Mink. Now we are going in with the shade Champagne, which is this one right here. And now, on a smaller brush, we are going back with the shade Mink and putting that on our lower lash line. Alrighty, and continuing on with the eye, I am taking the NYX Epic Ink liner in the shade Black. It is my favorite eyeliner of all time. Okay, so I went ahead and curled my lashes off camera. Now I am using my favorite drugstore mascara, which is the Voluminous Lash Paradise, waterproof and black. It really gives Too Faced's BTS a run for its money. Check that out, guys. Isn't it great? I just love it. Definitely one of my new favorite mascaras. Comment down below, guys, what your favorite mascara is and why. And now, a question we've all been wondering, what happens when you get mascara on your face? What I like to do is just take a fluffy brush with no powder on it. Blend away as much as I can. And if there is still mascara there, take your concealer, tiniest bit on your finger. And what you want to do is just dab a little bit there of where the mascara is. Sorry about the editing, my camera was acting up. Then what you can do is take a little bit of some powder. I like to use an eyeshadow that is very close to my skin tone. And just set it. Now we are going to highlight our inner tear duct and our eyebrows. Taking the CoverGirl nudes again and going in with the shade Buff. And you're simply just going to highlight. Next, we are moving on to our lips. I am taking the lip liner CoverGirl Lip Perfection in the shade 230 Radiant. And now I am taking my L'Oreal lipstick in the shade 839 Cinnamon Toast. I am so obsessed with this color. It's so pretty and it's so fall. I love it. Next, I am taking my Ulta Beauty Dewy Makeup Setting Spray. And we are just going to lock that in. And that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this everyday fall tutorial. I am so excited about fall, all the pretty colors and no bugs and all the fun makeup looks that I can't wait to show you. Love you guys. Bye.